Hello folks, I've been promising this video for a couple of weeks now. I just haven't been feeling well, a little under the weather, but I'm going to get to it right now. So what I'm doing, I'm at the point of this build on my next Gen 7 current generation NASCAR from Salvinos JR Models. All the chassis are the same, so it is the same method. What you used to do is you would get to that chassis assembly, and you would use the base, tape a coin or two on it, and then you would take your, and I've already cleaned this one up, ready to put on, you would glue in that lower control arm, and then you would put a coin underneath there and to hold this lower control arm to the proper locating position. Anyway, there's a whole new system. With the advent and with the continuation of the 3D printing, one of the guys in our club, in the Salvinos JR Model Builders Club, came up with something called the Curtis Jig. Well, I'm calling it the Curtis Jig. Rodney Curtis in our Builders Club came up with something so that you didn't have to worry about coins. It's made at a certain height. He's measured everything off, so that what you would do is you will locate your full, chassis piece in your roll cage and whatnot, and right there, when you glue in, that's a little awkward yet. So, but once you glue that in, you will have a proper locating position for that control arm. So, what I'll do, and I didn't even open my glue yet to get started, but I will do that. Now, I've already cleaned up this left side lower control arm. And so, and this is that nice, there's little cleanups, mold lines that have to be taken out just so they sit better in the locating holes on the chassis. And so what I'm going to do, and I'm feeling awkward today, so I'm going to put a dab in each of those holes to start, just to get it slightly tacky. And what we'll do, we locate the chassis onto the Curtis Jig, as I like to call it, and press down right there. That is the bottom, the left side lower control arm, and it's in proper position. Oops, it slides forward a little bit. So what I'm going to do, make sure it's still in there. I'm going to wick in a little bit more, and we're going to let that set up. So very simply, this jig is something I've been talking about. A number of our club members have, and I'm going to check with Rodney to make sure that I can publish his information. He does charge for it, for the print, with mailing and whatever. For his I'm so awkward today. Holy cow! Anyway, make sure that all sits there. So I'll let that glue set up. Cement, pardon me. It's not glue. It's cement. Right side lower control arm is going to get cleaned up next, and the rear will be exactly the same when it comes to locating. I'll show you those when I get back to that. I'm going to pause right now just to let that set up, because I don't want to just sit here and babble, and I'll show you how the next one goes on. Okay, I'm back. So here we go. We've done all 4 lower control arms. They all just lay down flat on there. It's perfect for setting up where the wheels are going to sit. Wheels and tires are going to sit in the wheel wells. So once you get the base done, you get the lower control arms down, everything else will fit in. There are dampers or shocks that fit in the upper control arms, that type of stuff, but there's a nice little gadget, again, Thank you to Rodney Curtis for the Curtis Jig. It helps fiddling a little bit with coins, with pennies and stuff like that. So, like I said, I'm going to give you the information at the end of the video here, or look in the notes, and maybe I'll just put it right here. If I could write his name or email contact info in here. I don't have the talent. Maybe hate to admit that Lucas C would have the talent to put. Maybe if I do it like this. Yeah, I'll do it up close like this, and then I'll put his contact info right there. It's like it's there now. Look at that. Anyway, the Curtis Jig. So give him a contact. He'll certainly sell you one, and makes things just that much easier to assemble the lower control arms on a Salvinos JR Next Gen 7 kit, such as this Camaro right here that I'm still building. Thanks, folks. Later.